Hello, precious people, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gerard. I'm the president and CEO of Gerard Cosmetics, and this channel is monetized for charity, which means by watching the videos, watching the ads, sharing the videos, leaving a little like or a little comment, you are supporting two fabulous charities in my area. The first is the Domestic Violence Program at the Child and Family Center, and the other is Rescues on the Runway, which of course is an incredible dog rescue. So if this is your first time here, don't forget to give the video a like and click the subscribe button down below and ring the bell so that you'll know anytime that we upload a new video. Yogi is still obsessed with these fur baby desserts. Say thank you for baby desserts. Can you touch? Good boy. Good boy. Okay, you ready for your treat? What a good boy. Yes. Okay. I know. He is getting very, very, very spoiled, I'll tell you. Yeah. The other day, I'm going to start out with some mystifieds. We're just a little get ready with me today. There's some new products I've been wanting to try, wanting to include in videos, and so we're going to do it. Yeah. This dog is way too spoiled for his own good. So I'm going into BB Plus from Gerard Cosmetics in Grace. This is like down to the bottom of the tub, girl. So I gotta get it out by hand at this point. Yeah, so the other day I went to leave for the office. I was going over to work on the mystery boxes for our anniversary month, which is next month. And GC is turning 6. Yogi is turning 6. And it is super exciting. So I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just leave him here because we meet Carrie over at the office. And I had a bunch of errands to run beforehand. So I put him in the laundry room, closed the door, two steps, and this dog was all over me. I got my Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer in the shade Peach. I'm going to spray this with a little Slay All Day. I think this is Mango. Yeah, Mango. And so I took him with me, but it was nice. Robbie played football with him, and he really did help. And actually, it was really nice. Carrie lives out of state, so it was actually good that she happened to be here. She works at home. It was really good that she happened to be here because it was so nice to have a little bit of help with the mystery boxes. Like, it's usually just me and Yogi putting those together. So, yeah, that was nice. And let me tell you guys, they are going to be epic. So there's 3 boxes. The first box is called the Gratitude Box, and it's 4 lip products for $25. And it's a minimum value of $60, but you guys know me. If I say $60, that means it's going to be worth more, because I like to under promise and over deliver. And then the medium box is called the Platinum Box, and that one is $77, and it's a minimum value of $165. And my old tried and true, the Rimmel 25-hour lasting finish breathable foundation. And yeah, so that one is a minimum value of $165, and it's 8 products, a mixture of pretty much all the categories. And then the Humdinger box is a diamond box, and people went nuts for our diamond box last year, but if you got a diamond box last year and you get another one this year, you're gonna be like, oh, what happened? Because I went a little ham. We put every possible thing, I'm using my blendable, put every possible thing in the diamond box that the brand makes, including brand new products. So you could conceivably get anything from any category in the line, including possibly Clean Canvas or the Sunset and Vine palette. It's pretty exciting. That's my little way of saying thank you. And I love watching your guys' unboxings. I love seeing your faces. Just make sure we're getting some coverage here. I have not put makeup on in so long. I feel like I haven't sat here. Well, it's been since last Sunday. That's how long it's been. I'm getting ready for church. So, yeah, those are going to launch March the 2nd, I believe. I think the first is a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And so these will launch on Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. I haven't used the mango in so long, it's like almost empty. And it's like, hey, I'm all about emptying out those bottles. All right, now we're going to go in with some clean canvas. Brand new from Gerard Cosmetics. If you haven't seen this before, it's just different. It's got a kind of gelish, gooey consistency. It's halfway in between a base and a concealer, but it does very well what both do. So it's opaque, like a base, but you can blend easily on top of it like a concealer, which is one of the reasons why I like it. So I have found that I like to apply it with a flat brush and then just kind of pat it in, blend it with a fluffy brush. I don't know why. That's just my thing. I feel like I have a little bit less on my right eye. I don't know why. Can I just get a dot of you? I'm sticking my brush in there, but I'm not getting any product. Okay, there we go. Just felt like I had a tiny bit less. You know, we got to be even over here. So some of the new products that I wanted to use today, and I apologize that this video is going to be a little bit longer, but we're talking. We're chit-chatting. So I wanted to use the Sweet Violet palette from Voss, and Your Highlight is Too Bright from Marylia Scoot Cosmetics. I love Marylia Scoot. She is the sweetest, and I had the actual pleasure of, after working with her for a number of years and getting to know her that way, of actually meeting her in person at BeautyCon last year. And believe me, girl, that was the highlight of BeautyCon for me. She's amazing, and I'm super proud of her for putting this out. So I thought we could find a fun way to use it. And of course, my little helper is now back. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know it's been kind of a not so good week. I have very dear friends from here in Santa Clarita that are on the cruise ship in Japan that has been quarantined due to the coronavirus. Okay, so I'm in the Violet Voss palette. These shades don't have names, so I don't know. That one's kind of boring the house, but we'll start with it. I have heard this is a really good palette. I'm going to say I own a lot of Violet Voss eyeshadow palettes. I never use them because I love the colors, and then every time I buy them, I hate the formula. So let's just hope that this one is better. I will say that I didn't hate the Flamingo one that much, but all the other ones that I have bought, I have really, really hated the formula. Love the colors. They do the best color choices, but the formula, not so much. Okay, that is like it doesn't even exist. So let's go into this nice lavender shade. Hi, poopies. What you doing? Why don't you lay down? Be a good boy. So at any rate, they are, so if you don't follow the news or you haven't heard about this, so they're on this 14-day cruise, and apparently a passenger of the cruise that got off the ship in Hong Kong tested positive for this new, they're calling it coronavirus, but apparently it's its own, it's like its own thing because they really don't know anything about it. So they gave it its own, name and number, which is scary. And so my friends were told, okay, you're going to be quarantined for, I think it was initially going to be 14 days, and then I think they extended it a little bit. And in the meantime, after a couple of days, people started getting sick. And first it was 40 people that had tested positive for the virus. Then it was 60 people. Then it was 80 people. And now it's up to 300 and some odd, like 350, I think, give or take a few as of yesterday or the day before. So, okay, we are going to use this nice kind of fuchsia-y pink and put that in the crease. Oh, this is going to be so fun. Anyways, I happened to call her about something, I haven't talked to her in a few months. She just lost her dad, and they've had like a rough year. Her husband has been having some neurological issues, and so this cruise was really welcome, and they went with their lifetime friends. So my friend's name is Jerry, J-E-R-I, and her friend's name is Jerry, J-E-R-R-I. So Jerry Goldman is my friend. Jerry Jorgensen is her friend, and I've just met her once because she lives out of state. So anyways, so I call her and I'm like, hey, do you have a minute? And she's like, well, I'm quarantined on a ship in Japan. And I don't watch the news, you guys, honestly. Like, I find the news depressing, and I just had to stop watching. Like, it messes with my spirit. I want to be a happy person. And like, if I want to get crapped out, all I have to do is turn on CNN. It's so ridiculous. So I was like, oh my gosh, so you have all the time in the world, right? And I was just kind of kidding, but I didn't really realize how serious the situation was until a couple days later, because she didn't tell me that I'd heard of coronavirus because I'd seen it on Twitter, but I did not realize that that the ship was infected with corona, and she's the type of person who wouldn't say so. Okay, so now I'm going to use this really nice deep purple. I'm looking in the camera and I can see that these colors, I don't know why the color is distorted. Let me try changing the angle a little, but this is a beautiful kind of super matte, deepish purple. And let me just see, let's find the right brush for that. Oh, actually, you know what? I can use this one with the pink on it. That's fine. So as I started to realize that that's the ship that they're on, then I started to get, worried. And then she told me a few days ago that they had come maybe, I don't know, a week ago, and tested her friend Jerry's husband for the virus because he has had 2 kidney transplants. And since he is immunocompromised, that they needed to keep an eye on that, which makes sense, because people who have compromised immune systems are going to be the first ones to get sick if they're exposed to something. So, but apparently while they were there, they tested his wife, Jerry. And so they've been making them take their temperatures 3 times a day and report, their temperature back. And they've been doing that. So I'm just going to keep going in with that purple. I just want to build it up a little bit. So far, you guys, this formula is actually pretty nice. I have no complaints, which makes me happy because I would love to be able to buy more Violet Voss shadows and enjoy them. So here they are on this ship. They said Princess has been fabulous to them. Like, they have come, delivered food 3 times a day. They brought them, tons of water. They've been letting people up on deck if they're wearing their masks, in small groups, so that at least they've only gotten up on deck, I think 2 or 3 times in the 2 weeks that they've been on this, little quarantine thing. But they are, not upset with the cruise line at all. It's not the cruise line's fault. So, okay, there is this beautiful like indigo shade, and I think I want to put that in the outer edge. So that's kind of been that. And then my friend owns a radio station here in town. So she has been getting, they've been on Fox News, they've been on the Today Show, they've been on like every news channel you can think of. And they ended up, look at this, in my, I think, was it my BoxyCharm? No, I got this in my tribe box last month. Okay, I really like that indigo blue. I think it is so nice on that edge. So we're just gonna kind of blend that up. So anyways, that is what they've been doing. And then day before yesterday, Jerry Jorgensen woke up in the morning and she wasn't feeling very good. And when she tested, she did have a slight fever. So now I'm going back into the lavender shade and just kind of working up. So she had a slight fever for about 8 hours. She didn't feel that great, but she wasn't really sick. And apparently, like, Jerry Jorgensen is super duper healthy. So they were thinking about calling, for a doctor when a knock came at their door, and the person knocked at their door and said, okay, well, your test came back and you tested positive for the virus. And so they gave her 1 hour to pack a backpack and leave. And then in the middle of all of that, Jerry was getting calls. My Jerry was getting calls from Reuters and all these other news outlets saying, hey, they're about to evacuate you guys. And Jerry's like, they are? Because they haven't told us. And apparently the State Department decided that they were going to go and pick up all of our citizens that are stranded on this ship because, you know, let's face it, you're being held so closely with a lot of people who clearly are getting sick, and that makes the risk of, you know, more Americans getting sick higher. So now they are being evacuated. Okay. I think so many choices. Okay, we're going to try this one right here. It's a shimmery, kind of lavendery. We're going to see what that looks like, and we may add to it later because it's not super shimmery, but I like the color a lot. So we're going to try it. We're just going to spray this. So now they took Jerry Jorgensen by ambulance to a city about 4 hours away to a hospital, and nobody there speaks any English, so she thought for a minute that she didn't have the virus because she asked them and somebody told her no, but then she found out after. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shimmery purple and put that towards the middle. I don't know, I just don't feel like this is, I mean, I am only going to church, but I don't feel like it's poppy enough. So maybe we'll add one of the highlights from Marylia's palette onto this. We could do that, don't you think? That would be nice. So now they are making Jerry Jorgensen's husband get on this plane, apparently. And they're telling them, like, look, as long as you don't test positive for the virus, we're going to put you on the plane. We're going to take you to a military base here in the States, either in Texas or in Northern California. And okay, so let's powder with Nikkia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. So as long as you don't test positive, we're going to take you. But now that means that Jerry's husband, Mark, has to leave her here, which nobody's excited about. I mean, nobody wants that. I'm sure she's scared to death. Everybody's, you know, very emotional. They've been very positive through the whole thing. You know, my friends are super positive people, but that has to start to mess with you after a while, you know? And so, yeah, so that's kind of where they're at. And now we're just waiting to see if they actually get on the plane or not, because nobody has been tested. And of course, Jerry and Carl and her husband, Mark, have all been exposed to Jerry, who has the virus but has no symptoms. So, and they wouldn't even have tested her. That's the scary thing, is they wouldn't even have tested her if it wasn't for her husband being sick. So, like, the moral of the story is, be careful, people, because you never really know what is going on. You know, they only tell us what they think we need to know. Okay, so this is the inside of the palette. And you can tell I have played with it a little. So I think I'm going to just mix these three across the top. IG Baddie, Peaches and Popcorn, and Retouched. And we will do that down the center of my face. Okay, these are super glittery. And they do come apart a little bit in the pan, but that's to be expected when you have chunky glitter. And I'm just using what comes off on my brush because I don't like to waste. Yes, I'm that girl. Sorry, can't help it. Yeah, how pretty that is though. And for being so like extra, okay, I'm going to use the yellow one, the Retouch, just along my brow line. Oh, this is it's very pretty. I don't know if it's showing up, but it's super nice and glittery. Okay, I'm going to use my Precisely My Brow from Benefit and start my brows. So yeah, that has been quite an odyssey. Obviously, I'm very worried about, you know, about my friends. They have helped me a lot, like connecting me with resources. I mean, most of you guys know that I have dealt with someone who is not in their right mind for the last few years and has been threatening and making my life hell like every possible which way they can. And Jerry and Carl have been so helpful in connecting me with resources, helping me understand what's going on in the legal system. Okay, so right here in the brown, this is the Brow Bar to Go from Gerard Cosmetics. And this is the medium to ebony. I can use either brow bar. And until the last like 6 months, I always used the blonde to brunette. I don't know. Sometimes you want to change. So I've been using the brown shade. I don't use the bark because it's got an auburn tint to it. And for whatever reason, reds show up on me like crazy. So we never do anything with any kind of red in it. So yeah, that's what's been going on with that. And so obviously I'm worried about them. You know, they've helped me quite, I mean, in all reality, there's a possibility that I might not even be here today if it wasn't for them. So, you know, not only are they great friends, they're great community leaders, but, you know, they personally have done a whole lot to just help me through like the most difficult time I've ever had, you know? So I'm very, you know, just, it's a disheartening situation. Nobody wants to be in that situation. I feel like the cruise line has handled it as best as they can given the situation. But it's just a sucky situation, quite honestly, and not anything that any of us would ever want to go through, I'm sure. So, yeah. All right, now we are I'm going to go back to my brow, if I can find it. So this is what happens because I get ready without my glasses and then I can only see to like here. Does cause a little bit of a problem because I am nearsighted like crazy, but I don't like to wear my contacts to church because, you know, like the Holy Spirit grabs hold of you, you start crying, and then my contacts start bugging me, and yeah, it's just not a good thing. Okay, now we are going to go into the Brow Bar to Go again and just use the wax. And I love this wax because it keeps your brows in place all day. And I feel like they look more natural when you use that. So, all right, how about we do a little bit of contour? Let's do that. Okay, I am using the shade Light from Kat Von D. And I know the last time I used this, I got a little hate in the comments, the Poindexters. Sorry, people. I like this product. I paid 50 bucks for it. And when I run out of it, I will not buy another one, I promise. But in the meantime, I want to get my money's worth out of it. I feel like I'm entitled to that. You guys know I'm cheap. So, hey. All right. Let me just grab something to do my nose with. So yeah, and along that line, this week coming up, I have to go to court with the not so sane person to get a new restraining order, and I am extremely distraught about that. I have already had one breakdown. And so I know I didn't post a video this week. I actually did have a couple of videos ready. I just I don't know, I just feel not 100, you know, like it's starting to wear on me. Just the whole like having to see this individual alone is extremely traumatic. And the last time that I had to go in November, and his disgusting lawyer got him a continuance, the night before Julia came home and I was in the kitchen like literally sobbing hysterically. And I'm really not trying to have a repeat of that, you know, like I'm trying to hold it together, but it is very hard. So I just used the Forever bronzer from my Honeymoon palette, and now I'm going to use my First Class and Wifed Up blush. So yeah, I'm really not trying to have a repeat of that, but that is Friday. So if you are a praying person, then please drop that on your list for this week. But I could just get through, get my restraining order, and not have any further breakdowns on the issue. Yikes. Okay, so let's go into Your Highlight is Too Bright. So many choices. Do you want? Should we use the bottom row? Let's use a mixture of the bottom row. So this is Praying for My Haters, Mood, and Viral. And I'm going to link Marylia in her brand in the comments. She has a poppin' Instagram. She's so beautiful. She does such nice looks. But what I love about her is that she's very humble. We've been working with her pretty much since she started. And oh, look at that. Can you see that? Hello. I think the palette is aptly named Your Highlight is Too Bright. So yeah, that's coming up. And his lawyer is just very gross and seems to be enjoying the process of torturing me because I have to get up in front of the judge and tell the judge how scared I am. And that's, you know, it's hard to be vulnerable like that in front of the person who makes you feel that way, you know, because it's almost like it gives them power. And I just feel like this, like our whole system when it comes to this kind of stuff, like don't even get me started, is all just to torture and victim blame. And I personally find that problematic. I get why it's that way, you know, because you have to present proof and all that stuff. But I have already done that once. It just expired. And then I had a protective order issued by the court that was good for 3 years. And that was getting ready to expire. So that was why I went and filed for a new one. Okay, I think I want to do, so I'm going to use Skinny Dip from Gerard Cosmetics as a Hydro Matte. Oh, by the way, that was Bel Air pencil from Gerard. It's like, it's been worked over. Okay, so use Skinny Dip in the center, and we're going to use Mile High around the outside. Okay, so we need an inner corner highlight. What do you say we use Peaches and Popcorn? Does that sound like fun? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I feel like I need something a little more poppy on the lid. So I'm going to use this IG Baddie, and I might mix that a little with Retouched. But I just feel like the shimmer on my lid, maybe it's because the colors are so similar, is just not, you know, I like some pop. What is that pop? Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Yes, that is what we were going for in the first place. I didn't want to use that kind of, there was a kind of tan shimmery shade, but it just looked kind of boring in the house. And I really like wanted to carry the purple, you know, purplish pinky thing, but just wanted a little more pizzazz and glitter. So yeah, that's my life right now. Just getting ready for this week and worrying about my friends. I don't know when I'm gonna know if they are, oh, you know, maybe we'll, I think what I wanna do is I'm gonna put some Kiss Assist on from Gerard Cosmetics. This is our lip plumper. And then I think I am going to use the IG Baddie pink shade. And add a little glitter. What do you think? I might put a little more, gloss on top because adding it did kind of make it shimmery but matte, and we want it glossy. Okay, all right, we just gotta clean this edge a little bit. You can see I did get a Jeffree Star approved mirror. I'm actually thinking about covering the Jeffree and making it yogi, just for you guys. Jeffree wouldn't be mad. At least I don't think so. All right, we are gonna go back into the Sweet Violet, and I think I'm gonna start by just taking this nice lavender and running that underneath. And then we're gonna go into that beautiful indigo blue color right here and just stamp that along the lower lash line. Yeah, so it's just a little insane in my life right now. And hopefully, I mean, hey, I'm here, I'm alive. People in the world are going through worse. I am just, you know, we never should worry. Like, we're supposed to like put everything in God's hands, and I really do my best with that. But man, girl, sometimes it's hard. I'm just saying. All right, let's go with a little bit of Well Rested from Bare Minerals. Can't find the brush I want, and there's only one brush I'll use with this, so. All right, well, we're gonna have to, how do I have to improvise when I have 6 of those brushes? Go figure, like, dude. Just shows you I need to clean up my area, right? It seems like it's so organized, and it is because I know where everything is, but I wash my brushes pretty much every time I use them, so they don't, you know, usually I'm pretty good about putting them back in the same place where I found them, because I have a lot of brushes. A lot. But this actually looks okay. I feel like I need a little highlight like down my nose, so gotta be a little left on the brush, right? I can add a weensy, just a weensy little bit more since we're doing our review. I have to say, these are super glittery. I'll look and see how much the palette was. I think it was $36 or $38, so very reasonable price for 6 giant highlighters. And And I do like them. I think they're quite nice. Okay, we're gonna just bake a little down my jawline with a coming from Gerard Cosmetics. I have gained so much weight and my face is really showing it. I still haven't lost back everything I gained all summer traveling with the guys, because you can ask anybody that was there, a girl can eat. Vanessa would be like, where do you put it? Like, I don't know, I just love food. I just love to eat. And yeah, we're gonna do some lashes and liner. Let me just curl these bad boys first. I do like this eye look though. And I have to say that like blue indigo was so nice. Such a nice color. I really like it. And I think this is going to be pastor approved as well, because you know that's important. Gotta get pastor's approval on everything. I'm using the Lancome Sills XL mascara primer. This is the only mascara primer I use. And I've been using this for probably 20 years. I have tried all the other ones, but just none of them separates my lashes and stuff like this one does. And then when you add colored mascara, it just goes to the right place and you avoid that nasty kind of overly clumpy look. And we're just putting a super light coat anyways, because we're going to put some lashes on. Got a little visitor on my brow, so just brush that out. All right, so I was on Instagram the other night at like 3 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, and I saw this lash book from Celeste, Los Angeles, and it was $55, and it's 12 pairs of lashes, and you can see like these styles are up my alley. Normally, I don't do lash books because it seems like, you know, only 2 or 3 of the lashes would be styles that you would wear, but these are super like fun, flirty ones. And I need some that are gonna curl up a little so they won't interfere with my glasses at church. So we are going to try, the style is called Shorty. Okay, girl, we are good. Give us one more spray. Okay, we're just gonna let that set really fast. Give it all a check, make sure we don't have anything in the wrong place. Okay, looking good. All right, so my thoughts. The Sweet Violet palette, pretty nice. I think it would be nice if they had like maybe a pink, like super shimmery shade, because there's a couple of super shimmery shades, but you either have to go with this kind of rose gold-ish one or one of the purples. This one is a light shimmer. It's not, I don't feel like it's glittery enough to be like an inner corner or whatever. So I think they could definitely add a couple of shades to this, but the formula was nice. The colors are beautiful. You can definitely do a lot with it, even if you, you know, dip into another color or, you know, use something else from another palette like I did. I mean, it's a 10 shadow palette, so I think that's okay. I'll have to look and see how much that was. I don't think it was very much. I think it was, I want to say it was like $26. So that seems reasonable for a 10 shade palette. And then the Your Highlight is Too Bright from Marylia Scoot Cosmetics. I really like this. When I first opened it, I was like, I don't know, girl, because you know, there's no traditional colors, and normally I'll wear more traditional type color highlights, but I have to say it's very bright. They're very classy. I mean, obviously the blue doesn't go on blue, the green doesn't go on green, and I am really liking it. I mean, my only experience before this with colored highlighters is the Jeffree Star ones, and they are the color that If it's blue, you're getting blue, girl. So, so I really do like this. I think this is a really good buy for what it is. It's an indie brand. And she's a nice person. So I feel good about using that and buying from her and supporting her brand just because I love her so much. So, and with regard to love her so much, I love you guys so much. And if you made it this far in the video, this is a long one. I really apologize. But I hope you enjoyed it, and you do deserve a medal. But why not share the video? After all, sharing is caring. And don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to this channel down below and ring the bell so that you will know anytime that I upload a new video. He knows I'm leaving. He's already pouting. So with that said, I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you just have a totally awesome day, and I'll be talking to you very, very soon.